Man, let's chop it up about something real and have a solid conversation. Somebody needs to hear this. Stop beating yourself up. You can't heal what you keep punishing yourself for. You can't move forward dragging the same guilt everywhere you go. The guilt complex. That will destroy you faster than failure ever could. See, guilt is a trap disguised as accountability, y'all. At first, it feels like you're being responsible. I messed up. I should have known better. That's what you tell yourself. But if you stay there too long, it turns into self sabotage. And before you know it, you start believing you are the mistake instead of someone who simply made one. That's the shift. That's where it gets dangerous because you start to internalize guilt. Once you let it become your identity, it's a wrap. You stop trying. You stop believing you can do better. You stop seeing yourself as someone worthy of redemption. And that's exactly where the enemy wants you. Stuck, ashamed, and silent. But here's the truth. Everybody falls short. Everybody fumbles the ball. That's all a part of the game. But the ones who win are the ones who forgive themselves fast enough to keep playing. They take the lesson, not the label, because guilt will chain you to your past. But grace will free you. It'll free you up. It'll free you up for your future. And the truth is, God already forgave you. You're the one holding yourself hostage. You keep replaying that moment in your mind, what you said, what you did, who hurt you, who you hurt. But the past ain't changing. The only thing that can change is what happens next. I know you think being hard on yourself keeps you humble. It really doesn't. It keeps you stuck. There's a difference between accountability and self-condemnation. Accountability says, yes, I made a mistake. Condemnation says, I am a mistake. That's the voice you gotta silence because that's not God's voice. God's voice said, you messed up, I still love you, now get up. The other voice, that's shame. And shame don't come from above. Romans 8:1 says, so now there is no condemnation for those who belong to Christ Jesus. Read that again. No condemnation, not even a little bit. Not until you prove yourself, none, zero. So if God is not condemning you, why are you condemning yourself? If he's already moved on, why are you still sitting there stuck in guilt? You think staying stuck is somehow honoring the lesson? No. The way you honor the lesson is by becoming better because of it, not by punishing yourself for it. Listen, I don't care what it was. You lied, you quit, you lost, you hurt somebody, you let yourself down. It's done. The lesson has already been delivered. You're just choosing to keep opening the same envelope. You cannot rewrite the past, but you can edit the sequel. And that's where your power is. Not in what you did, it's in what you do next. My pops used to say, people don't care about your problems. They just need something to gossip about. And he was right. So stop. Stop broadcasting your pain for sympathy. Stop processing it. Start processing it for wisdom. Because you don't owe anybody your guilt. You owe yourself growth. Because here's what people don't tell you. The same people who watch you fall aren't going to celebrate when you decide to get back up. They'll find something else to criticize, something else to talk about. So stop performing redemption for them. Do it for you. Do it for the person you're becoming. Do it because you know you're more than your worst moment. Every time you look in the mirror and choose to keep going, That's redemption in motion. Every time you forgive yourself instead of replaying the same hurt and the same pain, that's healing. And every time you move forward without dragging the past, that's maturity. Stop waiting for people to to see how much you've changed, and let them find out when they can no longer access the old version of you anymore. Because the new you, the healed you, the free you, that version don't live in guilt. That version lives in purpose. Here's what you need to understand. You're not broken. You're being rebuilt. And what God rebuilds always comes back stronger. He doesn't restore you for who you were. He elevates you to who you're meant to be. But you gotta let him. And you can't let him if you're still punishing yourself for something he's already forgiven you for. I really need y'all to hear me. So take a breath. Stop beating yourself up. The guilt served its purpose. It showed you where you went wrong. It convicted your heart. It humbled you. But now it's time to live again. Not in shame, in freedom, in grace, in the full knowledge that you are loved, you are forgiven, and you're still chosen despite of everything. You carried that weight long enough. It's time to put it down. Not because it wasn't heavy, but because you were never meant to carry it forever. God took it to the cross for you already, so you wouldn't have to drag it through your life. So stop dragging it. Let it go. Forgive yourself and step into the version of you that's been waiting on the other side of the guilt. The version that's free. The version that's whole. The version that's ready. Lock in. All gas, no brakes. If this freed you from something you've been carrying, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're building a tribe of people who choose grace over guilt and growth over shame. I'll see y'all in the next episode. Peace.